Hey, I'm your host, BKP. I'm back. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. We are the voice of rural America. I'm just going through some messages. This message came into Sam this morning. Sam, tell the old man he needs more passion in his program this morning. Who you calling an old man? Thank you, viewers. Yes. Sam, tell the old man he needs more passion in his program this morning. Bill, I'm going to make an attempt. I'm going to try. This one's for you. This is going out. Casey Kasem, I feel like this is going out to you. This is a long-distance dedication. Anyhow, let's see. How can they find Sam? Tell the people what they've won. How can they find us? You know, if I call you Don Pardo, don't get upset. Chief at FetchYourNews.com, Chief at FetchYourNews.com, 706-889-9700. You know, I have that memorized because I cannot see anything across this room. But let's see, what's it look? You know what I like about the background here now in our new BKP studios, the 17th floor here at BKP Tower in downtown. We can really decorate for Christmas this year, Sam. We can put a Christmas tree up, have flashing, blinking lights. That'll mess the audience, right? We'll bring in the fireplace. You know what I mean?
We can't put a Christmas tree. It's green.
We'll do something. See, it's always, every time I ask, can we do this? Can we do that? Anyhow, good morning from the office. Chief at FetchYourNews.com there, 706-889-9700. Get in touch with us, and we will get your comments on the air. Let me go over a couple things, okay? First of all, when we left, and I want to stay focused on this because, yes, I have the Twitter deck pulled up. We're going to go through Donald Trump's tweets. Put the picture up of that I have here, the Steve Bannon interview, okay? Now, I know you think it's interesting that now we have this interview with Steve Bannon that the comment is Steve Bannon did not realize he was being interviewed. Now, I read the article this morning. We're going to try to get to it and break it down, all right? Obviously, we have the challenge of racism this morning that we have to discuss and figure out what happened. But Steve Bannon did an interview, and he did an interview, and he said he didn't realize it was going to be public. Now, let's see. Stay with me here. Don't take that down yet, Sam, because my light bulb's going off. And I'm thinking, when is the last time somebody did an interview that worked in the White House that said they did not realize they were on the record and actually were going to be published? The mooch. Just say it. Just a coincidence. Light bulb, boom. Hey, Sam, I want to get the little hook up here and screw this in, and then I can push a button and everybody and my light bulb can go off. I know. You don't know, folks. They look at me around here like, oh, what is he going to ask next? Anyhow, the mooch, Scaramucci, Anthony Scaramucci, okay? You know, I think the last time I see Scaramucci, I seen him coming out of the Ravenite. You have to understand, okay? He's got that, anyhow. So, Anthony Scaramucci gave an interview, didn't realize, and the next thing you know, he was gone. Now, I'm not saying this, but is this Bannon's exit interview? Is this the way he leaves? Just saying. Just saying. Does this give the president cover that, hey, Steve, you can't go out and do this and go rogue. I have to give that I'm in charge now. You forced me to be in charge. Because I understand. The media, the Senate, the cowardly lion, Mitch McConnell, he's a cowardly lion, okay? If I only had some courage. Mitch McConnell, you know, they don't understand. But now Trump may have to come out and say, I'm in charge. That's how the business world works, okay? I'm CEO. You are on the staff, okay? You're no more than a damn defensive, line coach. You need to keep your resume dusted off. Just say it. Anyhow, so take that down. We're going to talk about that a little later. By the way, let's go to put Ambassador Christopher Stevens up. Just want to remind people, Mike Barnacle, the darkest hours of our darkest days. What the hell's a barnacle? What the hell? Ambassador Christopher Stevens. Let me have that one when you get to it. All right, thank you, Sam. I just want to remind you he's dead. Just saying. Just saying. You know, that whole Benghazi thing. You know, that whole thing of please send the troops. That whole thing of please save us. That whole thing of can we get somebody to get us out of here, Hillary? There's 4 dead. Now, I'm sorry, folks. 1 is dead in Charlottesville. Oh, my God, how can he say these kind of things? That's horrific. How insensitive. Well, damn it, have you not met me? I'm not the most sensitive guy you ever met. So how insensitive can he be? 4 dead in Benghazi, begging, help, help. Christopher, I just wanted to let you know he's dead. Drugged through the streets. That was kind of, you know, for you out there, Barnacle and Joe, and the darkest days in our country, that was kind of a riot over there. Dragging damn people through the streets in their bloody clothes. That was kind of a riot. That was kind of the that was kind of, I understand. Look, I'm gonna go to distance, okay? You got a whack job that should be on his meds or whatever that has vehicular homicide. All right? I'm not insensitive to that. But this guy's dead. Barnacle, this is one of the darkest hours and the darkest days in this country when our people that we strategically put into places like Benghazi, okay, over there in Libya, asked us for help, and you had the opportunity to save these people. You could not save the woman Saturday because Antifa created a riot, okay? The people that were in the park had every much, according to this Constitution of America, you know, the cons, holy, I seen this coming. The cons stand up there, right? And the cons pull out their Constitution, right, at the DNC convention, and they show it to Donald Trump. I am a Muslim, and my son died for this country, Mr. Trump. This is my Constitution. By the way, I own a 7-Eleven on 5th and 81st Street. I know, I didn't have to say that. But you remember that? You remember that? By the Constitution, the people in the park had as much right to be in the park, according to this, as Ann Coulter speaking at Berkeley. Period. They grabbed the Constitution when they can find Bill Ayers. All right, I just want to say that. I swear to God, I don't have enough time to do this show. It's crazy as hell out there. Barack Obama did this, folks. He left you with this. He had 8 years to heal the country. Now I get on and every damn, God, this was a watershed moment. The president had an opportunity to heal the country. And he missed it. And he missed it. It's a moral disgrace. What the hell? You want a moral disgrace? Get in the damn blue job in the Oval Office. Oh, can we cut that? I swear to God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I left my moral high ground. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There you go. If that doesn't work, hey, we'll try again. Go to American Hustle. Show that one. I lost it, folks. Just stay with me. Well, it'll get better. American Hustle, folks. Divide and conquer. They've created the racial divide. They created this. Go on Craigslist and look up Antifa paid protesters. Paid protesters for Antifa. Look on Craigslist. They have ads for these paid protesters. Google paid protesters in Charlottesville, Virginia, Antifa. They knew, because see, here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing. When you get a permit, it's public. You publicly know there's going to be something. So when you get a permit, you have the city workers in there that leak it out. Hey, these Nazis are coming this day. So you get that. Then the troops come in. The government the government, Republicans, and each and every one of them, okay, they want to divide and conquer this country. You did not realize you had a racial problem. You did not. You did not realize there was the issues. Now, am I saying there was no racism before President Barack Obama? No, I'm not saying there was no racism. I'm not. Okay? But I'm going to tell you, we did not know. We were not aware until they told us. I'm serious as could be. We did not know this until they let us know that we were not happy. You better wake up. This is American hustle. This is divide and conquer. They are attempting to bring all of us down. And the media is the ringleader, and they are moving the march. You go to MSNBC for an hour, you will not hear Antifa one more time. Let's put up Sweeps Week. The media loves this stuff, Sweeps Week. They love it. They love to create these problems. They love to create this. They come on the news and they say, we're talking this, and this. But the president can't get away from the controversial statements in Charlottesville, Virginia. Why can't he? What did he do wrong yesterday? He did not go to Charlottesville, Virginia and sing Amazing Grace at this lady's funeral. He did not cause an uproar. Let me tell you something. Let me look in the camera and tell you something. First of all, let me sincerely say to anyone out there, I want to sincerely apologize for my comment. I want to apologize right now for that. That was out of line, unacceptable. It should not happen on this show. But I have about had it. Because you know what? I have a passion for my country. I love my country. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. I absolutely love this country. I love my freedom. I love getting up and going every day and seeing what is the most I can get out of it by my efforts, running from daylight to dark, enjoying my freedom. And I just am getting to the point I can't take this anymore. And I don't think you can, I don't think you are okay with it. And things are being said that shouldn't be said. I apologize. But let me do this before I go to a break and regroup with Baltimore. We're going to do Blue Ridge. You know, a lady I went to high school with, and you want to know why I get passionate. And when you want to say, tell the old man, let me tell you why I get passionate. Because I come on and I say I'm the voice of rural America, okay? And I say that not for arrogance. Because I worked in New York City. And I worked in Manhattan and Brooklyn, and I worked in Baltimore, and I worked in Washington, D.C., and I love rural America. A lady I went to high school with, a dear friend. In fact, went to junior high. We call it junior high back then. A lady that I knew for several years, and we are the generation. We are the last generation, folks, that we're going to wonder what happened to somebody. For you and I, and some people older than us, Facebook has been something we've enjoyed because we found some people, okay? Kids today will never understand that. They will never understand what it's like to get out of college and not see somebody for 20 years. They'll never understand what it's like to wonder whatever happened to so-and-so. Wonder if they ever had kids. Wonder if they ever got married. Wonder if they ever got married a third time. This generation today will never wonder that. They'll type a couple characters on a keyboard and there the person will be, from Phoenix to San Diego, wherever it may be. But you and I reconnected with a lot of people. This lady I went to high school with, friend for years, we drifted apart like all of your high school buddies, right? We reconnected several years ago on Facebook, okay? And she has lived out in West Virginia, I'll leave it like that, with her husband, lived in West Virginia with her husband. rural America, lived on a farm, and her husband was a coal miner. I'm going somewhere. Stay with the story. Her husband was a coal miner. Went every day down to, I'm not going to name the mine so I don't get it wrong, but went every day down to these mines and went down in every day. Came home, worked the farm. I go on Facebook and see the pictures of the farm, see the pictures of them, their kids. We would send messages back and forth together. Did you ever think, see, this is the last generation, did you ever think we would do this? You know, and then she would send me a message to say, no, I never thought you'd get married and act right. Oh, well, there you go, right? But so one day there was a mining accident, and I started seeing, you know, all of these 14 miners, was it 14 miners, and they couldn't find them. And I knew the mine. I was aware of where it was at, knew the mine. And then the post came from one friend that we went to school with that said, "Are you okay?" And my friend said, "I'm holding up." And that's when I realized that my friend's husband was in that mines, trapped. And so I followed it. I sent her my prayers. I sent her my love. I said, you know, if we could do anything. And she's sitting on pins and needles for how many days until they find them and the miners are dead. And her husband died in the mines. This happens to be the tragedy that Barack Obama went to in West Virginia. This happened to be the tragedy that he sat on the front row. This happens to be the tragedy that my friend's husband died in the mines and Barack Obama went and sat on the front row. Knowing the whole time he didn't like the people. Knowing the whole time he was going to put the miners out of work. Knowing the whole time he had zero interest in being there. Okay? Knowing the whole time. If he would have known for 1 minute that West Virginia would go red, if he would have known for 1 minute that West Virginia would turn their back on the Democrats, he would have never went, folks. Never. And sat in that front row. Barack Obama did not care for you. He was part of the problem. He is part of the problem. Valley Jared is part of the problem. That's corrupt and evil. And he created this in his 7 years. He created it. President Donald Trump cares for you, rural America. He is sincere. And he has no harm, and he's not racist, and he's not interested in doing anyone wrong. The media keeps overshadowing all of the great announcements of opportunities for our inner city, for the black youth. The media keeps overshadowing and not bringing to the surface his attempt to end MS-13. The media keeps overshadowing his attempt to have cities like Baltimore not have to call for a ceasefire because there's fight amongst brother on brother in the inner cities. They keep overshadowing the loving, caring things he's doing for our country. And the man with the most hate for our democracy, Barack Hussein Obama, that's the statue we need to tear down. I'll be back after these messages. Take us to break, Sam.